welcome everybody. It is officially spring. Whether it feels like spring where you live or not is a completely different situation, but it is officially spring. And we have some amazing tutors that are going to be joining us today and sharing their story on how they were able to get students as they went through the Jumpstart program. So listen up, you guys, because they are going to be sharing some really great information with you. And then next week, we are going to be hosting the webinar where you get to learn how to start an a profitable online tutoring business this summer. So if you're in that place where you're like, oh, I really want to be able to start, being able to get students like this, and I really want to get that momentum going, we are going to be opening up the doors to the next Jumpstart group next week. So, definitely, write it down and get excited, you guys, because this is some awesome stuff. So I am so excited to be joined by Cynthia Pooler and Stacy Hayward today of Royal Minds Academy. Cynthia, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you tutor.
Hi, my name is Cynthia, and I tutor. I specialize in reading interventionists. I joined the reading interventions program along with Jumpstart. But what I do is I specialize in reading interventionists for struggling readers. Mm-hmm. And on the side, I does high school and college career prep. But Miss Joanne always tells me to focus on my niche, and so I can say I'm an online reading interventionist.
Yes, that clarity is so important, isn't it? Because when it comes to the marketing, it's so hard to hit both of those groups of people marketing wise and be consistent and be seen as that expert. So congratulations on really figuring out what that niche is and being able to do that. Stacy, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you tutor.
Hi, my name is Stacy Hayward. Wow. I have been in education for more than 20 years. So I've primarily been helping struggling readers. I came into this industry as a volunteer and then kind of got drafted in. I enjoyed what I did, helping, the students who are struggling, because I started to see that there was a real need for it. But I actually came in working with math because math was my first love.
Uh-huh.
But as I learned that you need reading and to really understand what you're doing in order to process math the right way, I veered over more towards reading. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing that and touching on the foundation. I was focused on K through 5. I actually implemented an online preschool program and a kindergarten boot camp to get them ready, where mm-hmm. they were reading by the time they entered into primary school. And then I continued with private tutoring and was looking for that to be at home with my daughter. Oh, and then I found your program online. So that made it all the more easier. And I also support students in high school with career prep, resume management, knowing how to present themselves in interviews and understanding all the context that goes along with that. And also helping parents understand their child's IEP.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really important because a lot of parents do not understand that IEP and what does this all mean and how do I know if my child is getting the services they need and all of that great stuff. So fantastic. You both are offering so much value to the people that you serve. So I'm curious, what was your, before you found Jumpstart, where were you at in your business? We'll start with Cynthia.
Well, I've been working on my business for a long time. I was going through different coaches, different other things, researching it myself, and I never gotten anywhere. So, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this lady out. So, before Jumpstart, I wasn't getting any clients because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start or, what moves to make. So, since I gotten the Jumpstart, I listened to the replays and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. So once I tried it out, I got in, and it's been a game changer. From start to finish. She trains you all the way. She holds your hand. It's everything. So once I got that, I started doing the lessons and everything she wanted. She give you training, weekly things, lots of videos, everything to help you along the way. So I was doing that, getting into it. With the webinars and all that different stuff that she has in the program, and she even give you accountability people, or whatever to guide you along the way, and a lot of other stuff. But since I got in the program, I've been getting really, I'm gonna say 10 clients.
Wow.
10 clients, and they are consistent or whatever. She just tells you everything about your business and how to start it. So I was excited about that. It was a real game changer for me.
Oh my gosh, 10 students. That's absolutely incredible. 10 students and 10 weeks. I think that if you were to like ask anybody who hasn't gone through the program yet and they've been trying to like do this on their own, they would be like, 10 students, like what? No. You guys, I only promise that you'll get one in the program as you move forward. So 10 is like awesome. It's so great.
And I left the school system, so I'm not even in the school system anymore.
Yay, congratulations. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. And so now how do you feel about your business as you move forward?
I feel confident knowing that I have the tools that's right at my palm of my hands. It never goes away, because so some programs you just get it and for a certain amount of time, and then it goes away. It's there for life. So I'm always, if I have any questions, anything that I have, all I have to do is pull it up and read it and get it. It's at the tip of your hands. Yeah.
And that just makes it so valuable at the end of the day. When as you now have your what's your big goal for how many students you want to be able to get with your tutoring business?
My goal is to I really want a company, like get a building and stuff like that to put my clients in, rather than to go to the library and stuff like that, or to library. But most of my clients, they're online. But I would every now and then I like to see them. I want to see them, get the feel of the real classroom thing. Yeah. Well,
that is absolutely fantastic. What is one thing, as you were kind of going through the program, what was one of the things that was a big game changer for you? Like, was there like a mindset shift, or was there one piece of information that just, it was a game changer for you?
Mostly the mindset, because at first I was getting, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try everything on my own and do everything and planning and all the process and stuff like that. But then I wasn't getting anywhere. So I guess the big thing was the mindset for me, because I had to change my mind frame, get more, confident in what I was doing. I was not confident. And then in my pricing, I wasn't confident in a lot of things. But the program y'all program Jumpstart really did everything for me, from the confidence to starting a business to now.
Oh, I love it. Now, you had said you had joined some other programs, and you were trying some other things and working with some other coaches. What do you feel like was the difference between what you had, put your money in before compared to this program?
Yeah, this program fit me better because I wanted online, and the Jumpstart was mostly like tailored to my niche. As niche, and then it was more online for me. You had a program of online, and that's what you train us to do, online.
Yeah, and that is a big there are a lot of differences between like running an in-person tutoring business and an online tutoring business. So, yeah, that definitely makes a difference. So, Stacy, tell us where you were at before you joined Jumpstart. What was your business like for you?
Okay, so I was doing my online preschool,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I did too well because my students did not return. They were able to get into the schools that they were not able to get into. So then I was like at a wall because I wasn't working for anybody. I was working for myself at that point, but I still was looking for how to work online because I wanted to have more time for my daughter. And the reserves that I had were getting ready to finish.
Yeah.
So it was, really focus on your why.
Mm-hmm.
I had tried other programs, and they were online, but they were not for me.
Mm.
I saw what they did for everybody else, but they were more focused on financial. What could you pay? And it was charging, thousands of dollars.
Oh, wow.
If I say I'm trying to get in and they didn't offer a quarter of what you give in your program.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not even a quarter of it. So I really was like out of my mind because bills were due.
Yeah.
I knew for a fact that I did not want to go to work for anybody else.
Yeah.
I knew that that's what I wanted. Like I wanted to be home. I wanted to be a business owner. And at that point, you have to really take a stance and know what you want and stand firm. And sometimes we got to get out of our way. So I really got down on my knees and just asked God, listen, I really need your guidance because I don't know which way to go. And I feel like I've been doing this on my own. So I need you to guide me. And I was on YouTube just searching online tutoring, how to go into online tutoring for your own. And your video popped up. And I watched one. And then I was like, okay, we'll see. I'll try this lady later on. And I kept going and I put it in. Every time I put it in, you popped up. So I just looked up. I was like, okay, I get the sign. That's it. So I went in and then you were talking about Jumpstart. And I said, okay, let's see what she's talking about because I had been let down so many times.
Sure.
And then when you were saying in the program, you get this, you get this, you get this. And I was like, oh, this is it. And what intrigued me the most above everything else was the coaching. Every week you coach us, the whole group, you give into us and everything. So you are there. It's your program. You can be doing anything else and have somebody else standing in, but you are there every week. Doing Motivational Monday, letting us know, listen, you might be at this point, but you got this, and walking us through step by step. Then we had our coach for our specific cohort. So you get two coaches with great expertise that are offering so much. I said, no, I need to do this. I'm going to figure out a way. My sons are older. He said, Mom, go ahead. We got you. So they were even very supportive. You got this, you got this. So that's a lot when you have a support system.
Yeah.
That meant so much. And even my daughter, she was like, Mommy, you got this. So I was like, yes, my team is rooting for me. Everybody's on my side. And as we went through, it's amazing. It's amazing. And before I just want to say thank you.
Aw, you're
Because
welcome.
this was absolutely amazing. Step by step from the beginning. This is where you are. The compound effect book hit everything on the head. Everything. You got to be organized. You got to be this. The most important aspect of this program for me was when you did the 7 fears of success. And I had my notepad writing down. I said, this is me.
Yeah.
This is me. This is me. When Suzanne shared her story, I connected with it so well.
Yeah.
And I was able to look back and see the root of where that came from because I had a great fear of social media. I would post socially, but nothing for business because I was afraid that people would not like it. I was afraid that it wasn't done correctly, like all of the flaws that are going to come. But at the same token, I'm telling my students, don't be afraid of mistakes. Don't see it as mistakes. See it as a lesson learned and move forward. But I wasn't putting into practice what I was telling my students. So to hear that from you, I said, well, I got to follow what my teacher is telling me. So as I move forward, oh my goodness, I found that it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So now I love posting on social media, like on Instagram. I'm creating things and going on. I learned to do my website. Would have never done that. Would have never posted on social media. We learned keyword optimization for your website. Accountable. Oh, and I forgot the third group. So you coach us. Then we had our personal coach. And then we had the accountability partners, which was so phenomenal. And Cynthia didn't say it, but she was in our group.
Ooh.
So we were accountability partners together and
wonderful.
so supportive. And we cheered each other on as well. You get to brainstorm, you know, and everything like that. We're cheering everybody on. So it was phenomenal. So you have a lot of grounded support. And then in the Facebook group, a lot of support. Everybody's connecting. You ask a question. And then you gave all of these routes where we can get students.
Yeah.
That we would have never thought about doing. And those amazing ideas for where to find students, how to market, and you shared your experiences, where you started from, your story. And I was able to connect with your story, you know? So it was so much. You find that you connect with so many people. And I would just say that they need to join this program because Suzanne with the blogging, we had her one time when Esme had to, you know, Esme was on vacation, but we had her with blogging and the keyword. And then Esme, she's the IG guru. Like, it is so phenomenal and everything that comes. You help us with different assessments to use, the tools. And I had some ideas, but I was able to come out of myself. Oh, wow, I can use this. Oh, I can use this. And now I find myself helping my cousins, my friends who have businesses. Like, no, that you shouldn't do that on your page. When you're doing your page, you should really do this because my coach said. And they were looking at me. They said, you never used to go on social media. And I said, no, but I had my coach. So my coach said you should do it. When you post on IG, you're supposed to. So now they're looking at me and everybody's so excited because now I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
And they're like over the moon.
Yeah.
They're over the moon.
I'm awesome.
Super excited.
And you ended up getting 4 students as you went through the program. How did you end up finding your students?
One from one of the references you gave us. And one came from my cousin.
Nice.
And then she referred 2 more people.
It's amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yes. And I would have had 7, but I lost 3 during the program. And that was like a pivotal point. It was like about halfway through and my heart sunk. And I don't know, well, you went through it probably.
Oh yeah, all the time.
At that point, that day, I still was going, oh my gosh, I don't know. I may have to go back to work. And that day, our motivational meeting was about, listen, at this point, you might be getting ready to give up. And I was going, how does she know?
Yeah.
And we were talking about, right. And then after that, like the fire came back. I was like, no, I'm going to move forward. I'm going. And then everybody in the group, like the group that I was with when we did our breakout room, they were feeling the same thing. And so we motivated each other. And then your words. So we talked about, and then the fire came back. And then after that, I got my 4 students.
Oh, it's amazing how that, and just know, like, when that happens, and this is for all of you guys out there too, when you lose students, because it is a roller coaster in the beginning. You get students, you lose students, and you know, there's this heart sinking, you have these doubts, you have these fears. Can I really keep doing this? Is this sustainable? All those are like normal thoughts that go through our heads. But know that when you lose a student, the next one is just waiting for you. they're waiting for you. So when we go in with that expectation, like, I'm so excited for, to have the opportunity to work with my next student, when we go in with those thoughts and everything, it's amazing what happens. And you were able to replace those students. Those next students, they did come. You were consistent. You didn't give up. And it does take that. And sometimes we need that little extra push of somebody to guide us through that tough spot so that we can continue. I can't even tell you how many times I heard myself say in my head, this would be a lot easier just to go back to the school where they just give you your students. Okay. And then I quickly caught myself. And I was like, you did not just say that. No. You do not want to go back to the school system.
Right.
Like, that's crazy talk. Keep going. Keep doing it. And it was like, I almost had to be like my own little like personal like motivator there. So, listen to me in your voice. Like, listen to the thoughts that you have and counter them, because it absolutely will help you be able to get the results that you guys want. Yes. I love that you guys were accountability partners as you went through the program. And here you guys are today, both a huge success from the program. It's amazing. I love it. Cynthia, tell us how did you end up finding your students?
Actually, I was going through that jump start, and every week, that we have assignments, I was going and I was listening. Taking notes. You always give us worksheets and stuff like that. I go print it out. Say, okay, with the 50 ways to go look for people, and I started off from there, and I was going out. I was going through my little checklist, going out to people, and like that, I was doing that. But then I was in the school system. I'm on medical leave. So, but anyway, so I was already in the school system, and then people already knew what I could do, deliver results. So I was getting referrals through there as well. But I was doing that and going through the flyers and checklists and stuff like that. And you mentioned in the jump start how to do our flyers and stuff like that, how to present it, and that works for me as well. So that's how I got most of my clients.
Yay! Congratulations. And I think sometimes like the scariest thing about the flyers isn't necessarily creating them. I think the scariest part is actually putting them up. Did you guys feel that? Like, it was like, and at first, we're really excited to be able to like create the flyer. We're like, all right, I'm going to do this. And then it comes the day to actually put it up. I don't know why that was always like a sticking point for me. Like, okay, you're doing this. You're going to do it scared. You're going to do it anyways. And, you're just going to do this. And they work. And like you said, did you notice a change in your flyer as time went on and you did the program?
Yeah, my flyers was looking like everybody else. I put that little simple template on there from the internet and or whatever. What stood out, my flyers stood out. You taught us how to make our flyers stand out from the rest. So, and that was a difference because I would put the flyer on the little templates or whatever, and it wasn't moving anything or whatever. But once you train us the how the flyer should look, then it was like, okay, yeah, how they can really get results, not just putting, this is what I do.
Right.
So I changed that up and whatever from the coloring and all that you have taught us dealing with the flyers. So that was a big change for me.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, and I love being able to take a look at where people start and where they end up with their flyer at the end, with all the great feedback that people give each other, and really getting the wording down to being about your client versus about you as like, this this person who can provide a service, which is great, but really, what is it that your ideal client is struggling with the most, and how can you use those words and tap into that so that they really want to move forward with you, and there's no doubt in their mind that you're going to be the person that's going to meet their needs. I love it. I love it. Yeah, those templates really stink online. I absolutely hate every single one. I've never seen one of them that like does the job really well. A bad flyer can get students, so never think that, you know, if you definitely go for it, but a bad flyer can get students, but a great flyer could get you more students. So I think that's something to kind of keep in mind for everybody who's watching. Now, we have some people that are watching and they're kind of sitting back. They're like, yeah, I've heard about this Jumpstart program before, and they're on the fence. They're like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to join, you know, next time, but I don't know. Is it really worth it? What would you say to those people, Cynthia?
Well, I would say for the people that are on the fence about jumps, I would say, well, I was like that because I was let down before. I had joined other people and it never turned out or whatever. So I would say just do it because I was more of, I'm gonna be honest. I was more of, okay, I'm spending all this money and then I'm not getting anywhere. But the difference between Jumpstart is that you actually, week to week, you gave us assignments. You got us to what we should know weekly. And that homework pushed me to do what I need to do. Mm-hmm. So that was more of a game changer for me. And as I did it and learned along the way, then it really helped me. If that answers the question.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Absolutely. How about for you, Stacy?
Bottom line, you can't wish for it more than you're willing to work for it. Mm-hmm. So if you want your business, you're going to have to put in the work. And when you come to Jumpstart, you're definitely going to get what you need from start to finish. Mm-hmm. Everything that you receive each week over the course of 10 weeks is going to set you up so that you can have a phenomenal online business. That way you have more assets, you know, more essential time, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. You can balance it. You are in charge of your time, your space, everything, but you know how to do everything, how to market. Joanne even told us about putting out the signs and knowing which day the sign is going to be picked up so you can recycle and have your sign. So this is a lady who knows her stuff. And I kid you not, I was out one day and taking my daughter to school and I saw somebody running to pick up their sign on a Thursday. And I was like, oh my gosh, Joanne told us about that. So you're going to learn everything, and not just about your business, but you're going to learn about you. And how you have been a hindrance to your success. Yeah. Because I learned that I was a hindrance to my success. I should be way further than when I am now. I had this business before and I had gotten contracts in a school and everything, but then got stuck and stopped. So there was no reason for that. And this was back in 2012. So I should be way far ahead. I had the contract already. If you can get the contract, you already have it. That's the hardest thing to get. Yeah. But I didn't have the rest of the tools and I didn't have the motivation in myself. Mm-hmm. So you come out of yourself, you're getting a 2-for-1 and the price is not, well, let me not say price. The investment is not that bad. The investment is not that bad. So you get a 2-for-1. You get to learn about yourself, how to balance yourself, treat yourself right, and be inspirational for you. And you also learn to do what you need to do for your business and to be able to help your potential clients.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really meant to make you money. And my goal is like, I don't want to make money from people that aren't getting results, right? Like, I don't feel like I've done my job if I didn't help you get those results. And that's why I have that, you know, if you do the work and you don't get results, then I have that money back guarantee, which a lot of people don't have, because it's like, look, if you're putting in all this time and all this effort and it doesn't make you money, then I don't deserve to get paid. And so I go into it with that versus trying to charge you thousands of dollars and wishing you well. And here are some videos that you guys can watch and good luck and all of that. Yeah. And I want to see you guys get results. And I don't feel fulfilled unless you do. So the fact that both of you ladies together ended up getting 14 students together there, that is amazing. Kudos to you, ladies. Well done. We have lots of people cheering you on inside of the chat saying, way to go, Cynthia and Stacy. Woo! They're so excited for you and supporting you.
I would say invest in yourself. You know, do it for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Do it for yourself. So invest in yourself.
For sure.
So it's not just like investing in this thing and hope it's working. It works. It definitely works.
Yeah.
And also, I want to add, when you do this, it's just coming to me now, but when you do this, you're adding, because this is my why. So find out your why. And when your why outweighs your fears, you will move forward. Mm-hmm. So my why outweighed my fear. My why was, if I don't make money, we don't eat and we don't have a place to live.
Yeah.
That was bottom line, raw and to the point. So nothing else. My fear doesn't surpass that. I need to eat. I need to be able to feed my daughter. We need a place to stay. Yeah. So I'm grinding.
Yep. I'm
grinding. Oh, I'm afraid that I might not get a client. Oh, well, let's see if I can get it. Only one way to know if you're going to get the client or not, you're going to move forward.
Right.
And if you didn't get it, it's nothing personal. You need to just try the next step. So, okay, that flyer didn't work. Let me modify the flyer. Oh, Joanne has these other steps over here. Let me try these other strategies. But you're going to get something from somewhere, somehow. And it creates generational wealth.
Yes, it does.
My daughter is 13 and I have my business, and now she has started her nail business, and she is very good. And she started. So you start to inspire other people with that, whether you realize it or not. So we all have something that we need to do, and we all impact. And if you're coming in this and you're an educator, you educate and you leave marks. So that's what this is about. So it's bigger than you.
Yeah, it so is. It so is. Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us today, ladies. And thank you guys for joining us that are in the chat and adding your comments and your congratulations to these amazing women. And on later on today, we're actually doing an Instagram training. So feel free, you guys, to come and join us for that. And then on Thursday, we're going to be doing another live. So definitely come and join us for that. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see